Y'all know I always be struggling to remember what to say. So I keep saying I'm gonna do it, and here I am finally doing it. Go ahead and follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/ at two scrippers one pole. Join us on Patreon for exclusive behind the scenes footage of full episodes as well as poll play and two new segments, Toy Talk and Tales of a Sensual Dom. That's patreon.com/ two scrippers one pole. Join us on Instagram at two scrippers one pole and two scrippers one pole the pod, because sometimes Instagram be hating. And finally, don't forget to rack up all the toys to bust maximum nuts. Head on over to Balesa and use code BB2S1P nuts. Now let's get into some shit this week. Oh wait, no. Okay. Y'all, sorry for the noise. I hope y'all can hear me, y'all that are watching, because my friend, shout out Tino, he suggested that I attach the mic that's connected to my camera onto the stable mic so that y'all don't hear the all the time. But hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Two Scrippers One Pole. I am Kia Mango, whatever your heart desires, but I'm not your baby. I actually really hate being called baby, and I've talked about this in a full episode, but y'all seem to gravitate towards the minisodes more than the full episodes, but it's okay. One step at a time. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get on Patreon. You're gonna get on all of the platforms, right? But I just really don't. I don't like being called baby, and it's the niggas. The niggas always want to call me baby, and I'm not your fucking baby, so stop fucking calling me baby, bitch. No. Sound effects. I meant to pull them up, y'all. I was gonna do this episode outside, cause I've really just been outside one with nature as of lately. It's hot as shit in here, bruh. But I didn't because I lost my sentence in the middle of my sentence. I was gonna do the episode outside because I've been drawn to being outside lately before the weather. That's what I was about to say. Before the weather gets too cold. I'm a fall girly through and through. I love me some fall weather. I'm ready for the leaves to crunch. The breeze has been breezing. Like, I love it. The only thing I hate about the fall is obviously time change. And then winter comes, and then it snows, and then it's just like white everywhere, and it's so fucking bright that you can't see. And then the snow gets really hard, and then it's just like horrible. And then after, like, everybody's fed up and they start driving around in a dirty ass ground, make the snow all dirt. Like, it's just, I'd be like, fall me, please. Because I don't even like spring. I like the rain, but like bugs. And then summer, as we've witnessed, it's just too fucking hot, bro. Like, I just don't. It's like heat and bugs. I don't need that shit. Don't nobody need that shit in their life. We need peace, and peace is in fall. So I'm ready. Sound effects, music. I just was like, let me get this over with, right? So I didn't even pull up all the things that I need, but I'm always like halfway prepared. Anyway, announcements. Um Artwork, selling it always and forever. Minisode 13. I have frames, y'all. This is me. This is my birthday shoot when I turned how old was I? 25? Yeah, I'm 27 now, y'all. My birthday, at the time of this recording, I am officially 27. My birthday was, what the fuck was that? See, it was something stuck to the back of this, right? But it's like, oh, okay. This is like wall putty that I had used to stick my goddaughter's artwork on the wall, and my finger touched it, but it looks like gum and it feels like gum. So I was like, who the fuck is taking gum out of their mouth and putting it on my fucking picture frame like a goddamn hooligan? But that is false. Anyway, yeah, I was 25. I'm 27. Today is Friday, September 1st. My birthday was August 30th. And this is coming out on Labor Day. So thank you to anyone who purchased bought toys through Nakia, or maybe booked through Nakia for last week's Minisode. Shout out to y'all. So always and forever selling artwork. I got picture frames for sale. Come and get your fucking picture frame, okay? Go back to Minisode 13 because I'm half-ass prepared and I didn't pull them up. I'm also selling jars, painted jars, for whatever you want. More-ish details if you follow my story. I'm in the process of making a new menu. I just want to make sure all like my prices and stuff are accurate for my Findom stuff. But I got jars, specialty jars. But like if you're not into kinky shit and you just want to paint a jar, maybe to like hold your coins, or maybe to be like an ashtray, or to be like your stash jar, like I got painted jars. Like I be making shit. If you want something made, just like hit me up and let me know. That's something that I struggle with, is like I be making art for myself, and like trying to make commercial art has always been like a little bit of a struggle for me. Like that's not what this episode is about. Buy some fucking art for me, god damn it. Like what the fuck. Anyway, another it's announcement. I am planning, that is the correct word. I am planning to do another flow workshop in October. I have not picked a date. I have not picked anything. I also officially started in my internship in grad school this week. Fucking amazing. I love it. I'm such a fucking nerd. Like low-key, I've said this. I say everything all the time, always. I fucking love learning. Like I love learning so much, and I'm having the time of my life. Like it's a lot of work. And just the nature of being a therapist is like a lot emotionally as well. And if you know me, you know I be crying all the time. I'm an emotional ass bitch, and I don't care. Like I cry with pride. I love crying. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm angry. Like I just be crying. So that's something I gotta figure out. But as hard as I know these next 2 years and really the rest of my journey is gonna be, I'm having a fucking ball. I love it. So it's been a great week despite some of the hard shit that's been happening as well. Revisions. I got it this time before I started clapping, y'all. I'm getting better. I don't have any revisions because I didn't go back and listen to things. Like I'm at a point where I do one run through and that's it. And like even then I'm trying to figure out like what is most efficient. Oh, I guess revisions, because like the people who listen, but I can always reiterate myself, the people who listen, I have like a little sound bit before this. But y'all go fucking join Patreon. I mean, Toy Talk on there. Tales of a Sensual Findom on there, and then you also get to see, like, if you love watching me, because y'all love watching me, the views on YouTube be going up, and some of y'all be commenting, so shout out to y'all. So obviously you like what you see, so go to fucking Patreon and watch more of me. I'm sorry, that sound wave is crazy. But yeah, like if you like what you see, come to Patreon and see more of me. That was a fucking bar. Put me in the studio. Put me in the motherfucking studio. I mean, I already got the fucking head. Like, why? I don't know why I'm cursing so much. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't be kids listening to this anyway. Yeah. So revisions. I don't really have any because I did one run through and whatever I said, and I've been noticing too, like the way I talk. I say a lot of, yeah, like I do that. That's just how I talk. It's my personality. But the other piece of it is like, I'll be talking so fast that I'll say something wrong, but like, y'all know what the fuck I meant. So if it's really that deep that you feel, because I'm tired of correcting myself, because I know what I meant, and since y'all ain't sending me corrections, I'ma just assume that y'all knew what I meant. But like, on a serious note, I be trying to do my due diligence when I talk about stuff, because like, I understand that I don't know everything. Um, and but also there's like, it be a lot, and I be recording when I get the chance to record. So like, I don't really, I look into things as much as I can, but I'm not always doing extensive research on shit. So I say all that to say, I'm also human and people make mistakes, and I want to make sure that I'm not out here spreading fake news. So for if any reason, like, I really need crowd participation from y'all, cuz y'all be participating half-ass. Like, we can't both be half-assing this shit, like, for real. Um I have to sit close to this because that is attached. That's the only downfall to this. If you were watching on YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. I was talking about, yes, send corrections to me. If there is something that I'm talking about and you're like, Kia, that is so wrong. What's wrong with you? Politely email me at twoscrippersonepole@gmail.com. 2skrippas1po motherfucking LE. Not the motherfucking part. I'm just really on a cursing binge. I guess because I'm really feeling good. I feel good. I look good. Send corrections to twoscrippersonepole@gmail.com. That's that. I don't have a question of the week, and I still don't have a sound effect. I don't have a question of the week. I don't have a sound effect for that, but I have a topic. I just been busy, so I ain't been asking y'all questions. And honestly, like, y'all don't be fucking answering me. So it be like, why would I even bother asking y'all stuff? Because y'all don't be participating when I be asking y'all stuff. So I'm really just talking to the void. And if I was gonna talk to the void, then I can just continue to sit here and talk to myself. So I be trying to look up topics myself. So today, I already knew I was just gonna do like a whole bunch of Ask Mango questions. But then something came across my timeline, and I was like, you know what? I'll actually talk about that, because that's actually something that I've been meaning to talk about. So let me pull it up, because my attention, I want it to be there. That's not, where am I trying to, saved. That's where I'm trying to go. Sometimes you gotta just like talk to yourself. Okay. So, the Melanin Shade Room had posted this post. I'm gonna just turn it around, and YouTube might flag me for that. I don't know. Okay, I'll just post it in the story the day that this comes out. I need to remember to do that. Post. Post. I wish you could like schedule story posts. That's the part that's irritating me. But anyway, so the Melanin Shade Room had posted this picture. It's like, I don't know who the ad is from, but it was like some lingerie or something campaign. And the woman shown, her butt is kind of flat. Like, she don't really got no cuff, right? But she got body, she just don't have a butt. And so somebody was like, flat booty inclusion and representation with a heart. And then somebody else like commented and was just like, the quotes to this are horrible. Her bill is very normal and quite common. So I don't know why people are body shaming. People on this app need to actually go outside, touch grass, and stop letting socials corrupt their minds into thinking very real things are bad. Like, y'all really need to shut up about people's bodies, like whether you think it's good or bad in general, because this body shape isn't even a bad body shape. Like, I know several people who look like that and look good regardless. Like, y'all, and I don't know if that was like but I'm not body shaming. Like, I think at the end of the day, y'all just need to shut up about people's bodies regardless. Like, and I had saw a while ago, Ariana Grande had posted something about how like people were talking about, and she's always been a smaller set, but I guess she got like even a little bit small. I don't really keep up with her, but her post just came across and I was listening to it, and she was talking about how like people No, I think she's a little bit. I don't know. It was so long ago, but she was talking about how people were saying that, oh, how she looked before, and I think she might be like a little bit thicker now than she was. I don't know, but the point is, what she was talking about was the people were saying that she needs to go back to looking like that. That's when she looked good. They don't know what's going on with her right now. And she's like, the issue with that is, while she did look good, and good is always going to be subjective, she was actually incredibly unhealthy. That was like the her health was at its worst point at that point in time, that everybody was saying like she needs to go back to. And then, I mean, I know Lizzo's very controversial right now for so many reasons, but even with her, like the whole fat shaming thing, it's just like, people like what they like. If she's healthy, your health is not an automatic equation to your weight. There are people who are heavier set that are much healthier than people that are skinnier, and vice versa. And like, body shapes, if you don't like their body, find somebody whose body you like. But like, I don't know why y'all feel so entitled to just talk to people, like talk about people's bodies. And even in like my case, I know I talked about it in full episode, I think that was like 8 or 9, farting water, whatever episode that was, with Molly and Katie and Dixie. Shout out to y'all. But I had kind of mentioned it, and I've talked to friends about it. But it's like, for me, even now, I've been struggling with my weight, and obviously I'm very aware that I look good. Like, for the most part, I really love my body shape, right? My weight has always fluctuated. Like, right now, I am at the smallest that I've been since high school. I graduated high school almost 10 years ago, which is crazy to say. But it's like, while I have struggled to get down, I'm like 140. It fluctuates between like 140, 145, somewhere there. And at one point in time, I was like 198, and that's the highest that I had ever been. And my weight generally fluctuates between like 150 and 175. Like, that's the common range. And so I've always, if we go according to like BMIs and shit, I'm actually supposed to be smaller. I'm supposed to be like 135, but realistically, me at 135 would actually be looking like, I feel like I would look very unhealthy, and that I don't believe I need to be 145 at all. I'm at 135, whatever, at all. Because I'm so short, so they say like, whatever. But for years, I was like, I want to get to 145. I want to get to 145. I want to get to 145. And I'm finally here, right? And it wasn't on purpose. So that's the other part, that it's like, I'm comfortable with my weight now. I have accepted it for what it is, and I'm very, very much more comfortable and embracing of it. The only problem that I have with my weight right now is the fact that almost none of my clothes fit. Like, literally yesterday, a pair of leggings that Katie bought me for Christmas are baggy as shit. Like, I can put objects in my leggings, right? And that's like how it is with a lot of my clothes. A lot of my clothes are oversized and just don't fit anymore. I was like, when I was trying to, because I had on a sports bra and it's kind of hot, so I was thinking about taking this off. But there's like this nice little like number that I be wearing, and I can't even wear that. It's like a black long sleeve crop top. I don't really know how to explain it, but it looked good and I look good in it, but not really anymore, because now it's not as fitted. Like, with losing weight, I also lost my boobs. Y'all, my tits are not tittying how they used to. They saggy. They was already saggy, but they was like big and saggy. Now, like, at one point I was a triple D, but I honestly think Victoria's Secret be telling everybody they a triple D so that they can get the bigger bras, because ain't no way I was a triple. I don't really think, like, I've seen some of my friends' titties, and them titties be fucking tittying, and my titties wasn't on that level. So I really don't think I was a triple D. But I don't wear bras like that, so I really don't know. So I don't care to measure my bras. Like, either my tits is hanging and swinging, or I have on a sports bra. There's no in between, okay? So I really don't know, but I would say that I'm probably somewhere near like a B cup, maybe a C cup, if it's a push-up bra. But I don't wear push-up bras because I don't really care for cleavage, right? So, yes, like all of my clothes, there's probably like a good handful of clothes that just they fit perfectly. So I'm recycling a lot of the same clothes because I'm not really in a position to go complete wardrobe shopping, right? And I bring that up because obviously I can only speak to my experience, but all of my life I've always had people talk about my weight. It's like, and it's always, that was the other frustrating part for me to process all of it, was because like I lost a whole bunch of weight. I literally stepped on I knew that I was losing weight. I could see that my body looked more to my liking, right? Then one day I stepped on the scale and it said 149. And at that point, that was the lowest I had been. And I was just really shocked because I was like, I knew it was happening, but I wasn't expecting it to happen like that. And it took me a minute to process that. So while I'm having this realization, then I just kind of started thinking about like how that's when I came across Ariana Grande's post. And then I realized that one of the first 3 comments that everybody would say, it did not fail, and I started paying more attention to it. One of the first 3 comments out of someone's mouth whenever they saw me, whether they saw me like all the time or whatever, damn, you look good, bitch, damn, you look, what you doing, like it was always something about my weight in one of the first 3 things that someone said. And it was just like, I didn't really know how to take it, because at this point it's just like, bro, like, am I anything else besides my body shape or my body weight? Like, why? Like, I get it. And it was me internalizing a lot now. And I'm a lot more comfortable with it now because, again, my only transgression is just that, like, none of my fucking clothes fit anymore. So that's what makes it hard for me. And then it's like, everybody then goes to, what have you been doing? I was fucking depressed. Like, that's usually 9 times out of 10, if I lose a lot of weight, it's because I was fucking depressed. Like, when the first time when I was 198, I had got down to 145, but that's after me and Crazy Ass broke up, and I was just like really fucking, I was down bad, and lost that weight and started going to the gym. And in this case, it was like depression, but it was also like I started getting more into pole, and I couldn't really tell which one was playing the bigger factor in this weight loss. And like now I'm just active, so I know it's maintaining, but still it's just like, I don't know, I don't get on the scale as much because this is like, all right, well, I was 149, then I stepped on the scale last week and it said 141, and I was like, bro. And before I actually came out here to start recording, I was like, let me just see, and I was like 145, so I'm fluctuating in the 40s. But yeah, like I just say all that to say that, like, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Stop talking about people's bodies even when you think they look good, because it's like they might not be at their healthiest, or they might not be happy with that. And it's like, people are so much more than what their body looks like. Like, people have so much more to offer than what you find appealing. Because even when I was talking to Deshawn, like, she was talking about how one of her co-workers made a comment on her body, and like I guess they thought it was okay because they were a woman too, but it's still just like, shut the fuck up. Just shut. If you take anything from this episode, stop talking about people's bodies. Or like, if you feel the need to compliment somebody, just like, I don't know, take a second, take a step back and reevaluate, like, what is compelling you to make this comment, or is there another way that you can make this compliment, like, oh, this looks really good on you, or yeah, I don't know, like, just shut the fuck up. That's all I wanted to say on that. That's what I had meant to come and do, was to look up, before I started recording, I meant to look up some of the Ask Mangoes. Because we getting on 30 minutes. But also, y'all, I was scrolling down, I was scrolling on Instagram as one does, and I saw a BuzzFeed article about fucking exploding watermelons. Y'all need to be careful because it's Labor Day, right? It's Labor Day, and I don't want y'all to be trying to cut up in watermelons and that shit explode in your face. That's crazy, right? So I was like, what is this? Let me look more into it. So because of climate change, it's hot as fuck. And what's happening is the watermelons, because of the heat, it speeds up the fermentation process. And watermelons are high or have naturally high sugar levels. So it's fermenting in a successive heat, which then makes the internal pressure build up, and then it goes kapow! And now you have watermelon everywhere, right? And the videos I was watching was a little bit disturbing because you got these watermelons, maybe they're grown in Texas or somewhere else, Arizona, that's hot as hell, right? Then it got to travel all the way across the states to get to New York or Maryland or wherever else the fuck they're going. And that's a lot of heat. Like, imagine being in a motherfucking, like, big-ass pickup truck with the sun beaming and all these other watermelons. You know, niggas draw heat. Like, it's just hot as shit in these caravans or whatever. Not caravans, pickup trucks, like I said. It's hot as shit in there. So you got all of this, and then, like, the bumps on the road and the potholes. They always doing fucking construction, but it's potholes everywhere. Make it make fucking sense. So you got that, and then they start cracking and all that in holes, and now your watermelon's no good because they've been hot. So you just bought it yesterday, but now it's on your kitchen counter exploding, and it ain't been 24 hours yet. That's wild. So what can we do to combat the exploding watermelons, right? Because I know y'all outside eating a watermelon. Put it in the fridge. Cool it down. That brings the that's, you know, slows down. Yes. Slows down the fermentation. And then also when you're buying them, check for like gashes, scratches, or holes. Because if it is making any kind of sound like or run. No, don't do that. Actually, or if it has any liquid, throw it out carefully so it doesn't like explode as you're trying to transport it to the trash can, but throw it out, obviously. Like, don't hear noises coming from your watermelon and think, let me cut it open. That's people activity, okay? If you were watching YouTube, you would have saw what I just did. That's like in horror movies. You don't go towards the sound. You hear something, you're out. Okay? So you hear your watermelon talking to you. Throw it in the fucking trash. Okay? And go to the store and get some pre-cut watermelon. That's how you avoid all of this, to be honest. Yeah, it's more expensive. But, like, you got to think about the work and love that is being put into these watermelons. You hear me? Like, come on now. Stop playing with it. So yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know because I know y'all outside eating watermelons today. Ask Mango. I actually forgot to compile questions, right? So the only question that I was asked that comes to mind, and if you're watching this, sir, here's your answer. Somebody asked me, am I single? I am single like a motherfucking Pringle. And I have no intent to not be single. I didn't respond because I was asked that question a few times. And, like, I could have said something to you directly, but, like, I just don't feel like having a conversation about my dating life. Because I just feel, and this might not, if you happen to even be watching this or listening to this, but just in general, like, I just feel, and it's not always everybody, but 9 times out of 10, when a nigga ask you, are you single? And then you be like, yeah, I am. Then it's like, oh, let me take you on a date. Let me do that. No, like, I am single and living my best Pringle life. I don't want to be bothered with anybody's son, right? Do I want to go on a date? Sure. But, like, I'd rather just kind of let that happen organically. And I don't know. When the person asked in Ask Mango, and I was just like, it's not even that kind of question. Like, it's not that kind of question box. So that's why I didn't respond there. And then they had asked me privately after having a different conversation, and I just ignored it, and I'm going to continue to ignore it. So that's for anybody that decides, let me ask her if she's single. I am. And I want to continue to be that way. And if that makes me sound like an asshole, I could really give two fucks less. But it's love, though. I hope you find somebody to not make you single, if that's what you're looking for. Because, again, it's all me being assumption, but based on prior experiences, that's just not a question I care to answer all the time. And so this is my answer. Maybe when people ask me that, I'll just send them this episode. But yeah, though, y'all be safe, make good choices, make sure that your watermelon, you checking them watermelons, stop talking about people's bodies, just let people be. Like, y'all be so caught up in everybody else's business, don't even be knowing the story, making people feel bad, and whatever the case may be. Join Patreon, buy some toys from Balesa, use code BB2S1P nuts for 30% off your order. Patreon.com/2scrippers1pole. Follow us on Instagram at 2scrippers1pole and 2scrippers1pole, the pod. Listeners, come on over to YouTube. YouTubers, go over to whatever podcast platform you listen to and just swipe it so I can get them numbers up, because the Minisode numbers be low. And there's full episodes that if you want to watch, you need to come to Patreon. For as low as $3.33 a month, you can watch these, okay? And you also get poll play. There's new poll play about to go up. I haven't put it up yet, but it's recorded. That's the first step, right? We talked about that in the group therapy session today. The first step is showing up. I did that. Now I just need to upload it. Patreon, YouTube, Instagram. Send stories, questions, and topics to 2scrippers1pole@gmail.com. All right, bye, y'all.